Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the Redefined Kreative Design Team Signature Style Inspiration Hop. This is for the Redefined Kreative Design Team, and here is a lovely picture of all the team members. We have been chosen for the inaugural Redefined Kreative Design Team, and this is the code you can use if you want to hop on over to the shop and get any of the lovely items that are in there. So I chose to use the Daydream Cocoa Vanilla Studio collection, and the hop today is basically introducing ourselves and our signature style. So after much deliberation with some of my team members, it was decided that my style, because I kind of felt like I was like all over the board, is basically I'm always incorporating any sort of shape, bold pops of color, and mixed media. In the majority of my layouts, if not all of them, one of those three elements will show up in a layout that I create. So I'm going to go ahead and scrap two of these pictures of me and my son at the Kansas City Chief game last October. And I'm going to go ahead and use this fun stripe. I love the backside of this paper. I'm going to use this fun stripe paper, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that down. I'm not real sure what I'm doing there, but I was looking for that picture, the white page right there. I couldn't find it. So basically, I wanted to see which way I want my stripes to go, and I decide that this is the way I want it to go, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it into a 6 by 12 inch strip, and we have the lines going horizontal. I do just have my regular white old cardstock, and I'm going to attach the striped paper right down on the left side of the page. And I chose this because it pretty much shows all of the colors. And I'm going to reach into my mixed media bin and pull out a whole bunch of Nuvo Mica Mist. Now I decided instead of doing 3, I'm just going to do 2 because those pictures of me and my son are very similar. So I'm just going to do one of those and the picture of the field. And I am going to go ahead and trim these down. I do want to remind you that today is a hop, so all the wonderful team members for the Redefined Kreative Design Team, I will have listed in the description box below, so you can hop right along and get a feel for the new design team. Now, this worked out perfectly for me. Like all of my Nuvo Mica Mist, there's a color on that page there. So I'm going to pull out the Pecan Peach, the Crimson Velvet, the Antique Gold, the Wild Olive, the Aspen Gold, and Pumice Grass. And I just do a explosion of little splatty bits all over and right down the center there. And then if you've seen in the beginning there, that flower paper, yeah, I fussy cut that whole thing out. And I'm going to basically, my design element is going to go straight down the page. And so I've got my mixed media and some pops of color in there. And then my shapes are going to be flowers. It's going to be fussy cut out flowers. I do want to take a moment to tell you guys how super excited and wonderful of an opportunity this is for me. I've never been on a design team, and I took a chance, and I cannot thank Kristine enough for giving me the opportunity to be on the design team. I am beyond ecstatic, honored, and just I'm speechless. And the company that I am in, this design team, is amazing. I cannot wait to see all the fun things that are created over the next 6 months. And I am just so appreciative, and I want to thank her so much. So I will also have listed in the description box below a link to the Redefined Kreative shop so that you can get all your scrapbooking needs from Kristine. And don't forget to use my code Rebecca15 so that you can get a 15% discount. So I'm going to use the backside of the stripe paper here to fussy cut out a border onto my pictures. Kind of also a little signature style for me here is when I take the two pictures and kind of overlap them on each other so that they're kind of one cohesive unit. I do that a lot. sometimes I border it, sometimes I don't. But this time I felt like I really wanted to bring in a little bit more of that peachy pinky color. I love Cocoa Vanilla. It's one of my all-time faves. So I am just kind of looking at where I would like that. All the mixed media is dry and it is so shimmery. I'm going to plop the pictures right down in the center there. And I kind of just lightly push in the middle there. And then I'm going to take the fussy cut flowers. And I cut everything out, guys. Like I even cut the ones, like as you can see, there was like half on the page. And I'm using those anyway because we're going to tuck these in and out of different places, right? So I always start with those. So I'm like tucking them in. So you can't even tell that it's half a flower. And I'm going to make that whole band right there. I'm going to cover that with flowers. I'm also going to bring in some hearts because, flowers, it's kind of a shape, but I needed to put a shape on here as well because I'm signature style. And I love having a signature style. I never actually thought I did because I was like going through layouts and I was like, man, I'm all over the board here. Kind of whatever tickles my little fancy at the moment, right? That's what I start designing. I do pull in some liquid adhesive as well, and that is just the art glitter glue in my fine liner bottle. And I use that because there is some mixed media, but there's some intricate pieces there, and I just don't feel like really messing with the ATG, so liquid glue works just as well. And I'm just going to keep building this up. I really like the way that this came together in the end. And I'm just holding a couple pieces down. I don't glue everything flat to the page, but just enough to where I'm tacking it down to where it's not going to fall off at a later date. And I do have some of these bigger pieces, and I'm just going to keep going through those. I had actually pulled out the flowers that came in the ephemera packet, but I didn't even need to use those. And I actually have a whole bunch of these left over and another sheet. So, score. All right, so we were just going to keep adding these all on. And yeah, the colors that I used from the Nuvo Micro Mixed, that matches it matches perfectly to the color in this collection. And I was like so excited about that. I know, silly, but I really was. I was very excited. And we're just going to keep going until I feel like it's full enough. And now I'm just like grabbing littler ones and I'm like tucking them in and making it go into areas where I'm like, okay, this needs to come out a little bit. I need to build this up a little bit so that it just looks like, it's a big old line of flowers and I threw my picture on top of it. I do find some of these little bitty baby ones and I get them stuck in there, and now I'm layering on top of the flowers, right? Because you can't have enough flowers. And you guys know it's rare that I match my picture to my page. So, the pictures are like total bright red. There's my big pop of color, I guess, right? And the rest of the layout is like beautiful, gorgeous, muted colors. I'm going to go ahead and take the little word stickers or word ephemera die cuts that come in the pack. And I'm going to title this page The Good Life. And I'm just going to layer it right up here. I like the way it's looking. And I take a little tag, stick that right in there. This little word phrase right here says, I think it says fantabulous. And I say fantabulous a lot. So, and here's my little cloth hearts that I'm going to stick on the page. And I believe I use 3 of them. For right now, I do have 2 of them down. I'm just going to use the glue and I just pop them in. I felt like there needed to be a little bit more of that deep red color up there and bring a little bit more of the green down here. Yeah, I knew I used 3. And then I'm going to add one up here with the title because, odds. I'm going to grab the 6x12 sticker sheet. Sorry, words are hard. And I'm going to pop in some more hearts, and I'm going to layer them in the flowers, and I'm going to layer them all around the page. So I feel like I nailed my design signature on this one. I got the pop color, I got the shapes, and I got the mixed media. I mean, it all came together in the end, right? And I'm in love with this layout. Before I did put it away into my album, I did trim off the flowers because you guys know I love to run things off the page because my backgrounds last forever. When I pulled that little guy off right there, I left the adhesive on the sticker sheet. Also, do not know how I ended up with 2 of those. So that's exciting. I'm going to just go ahead and pop in some of these little word phrases. That one I believe says love, just things like that because it's me and my son. Love you forever is what that says right there. I do want to remind you again that this is for the Redefined Kreative Design Team, and this is our intro hop of our signature styles. So do not forget to go ahead and check out the other 10 design team members. The girls and guys are fabulous, or fantabulous, however you want to say it. And I cannot wait to see their videos. I have got a sneak peek at the layouts that they've created, and I'm in awe and love. Like, to be in a group with such wonderful creators is just beyond immeasurable to me. I can't even explain it. I do also come in with some Nouveau drops, and I'm probably not going to be able to pull which ones I used because I recently just reorganized all these, but I believe the one I just used was Pink Granite, and it's a stone drop. That odd shaped bottle there is Emerald Isle, and it is a vintage drop. I do pull in some Lady Liberty stone drops, and I don't know, maybe one more. I'm not real sure. And I do pull in some of the Perfect Pearls in Bisque, just to add some enamel dots all around the little page. I love the way this turns out. So my video is quickly coming to an end. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked my video. Click the subscribe button below if you haven't already. You guys make my heart so happy when you leave questions, comments, or concerns down below. Don't forget to check out the shop and all the other lovely layouts that have been created today. Hop along and give them some love. If you do happen to go to the shop, don't forget to use my code Rebecca15 to get a 15% discount. Here are some close-ups, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next video. Bye!